So it's like
And then
interesting. There's so many
posting.
gray zones.
Yeah.
What's accepted, what's not. Darian,
Oh my gosh.
there is a topic that's shaking up Army land right now.
Twitter, I'm just scrolling on Twitter and it's everywhere.
It's everywhere. So if you guys haven't heard, BTS members J-Hope and RM were spotted at the R&B Tour, which is Chris Brown and Usher's co-headlining tour. They attended the show last night in Toronto, and the fans are not happy.
They are not happy.
They're not happy. There's a lot of stuff. Did you see any of the tweets?
Let me pull
Yeah,
up
let's
some examples.
get the lay of the land before we dive into this.
I think I'm going to start off hot here because this tweet has 1.4 million views.
Wow.
Evie Serene said,
Not very serene. I can already tell. I already know it's not going to be serene.
okay, go. Chris Brown concert? Really? A man who nearly beat a woman to... Yeah.
Yeah.
And your own fandom is mostly women. Wow. That's a choice. You can do and listen to whatever you like, but at least don't advertise it or give it positive attention online when you have such a huge influence.
I mean, fair. So once again, this was not public knowledge that J-Hope and RM were going to show up the concert. Literally last night, August 12th, at the Rogers Stadium, J-Hope posted on his story that they were there. And that's when fans started catching on that they attended.
Yeah.
We only saw RM there and we only saw J-Hope there. And now fans right away were picking up being like, why are you there?
And also, it was kind of everywhere. Chris Brown posted a photo with
Yes.
them. Usher posted some photos with
Yeah,
them.
they went backstage. They met both of them.
Yes.
They took photos. And
J-Hope,
even videos. They're vibing.
Yeah, they're vibing.
J-Hope
they're
and
clearly
RM
fans.
They're clearly fans. And
Yeah.
you know what? If you are a BTS fan, you know the history. Like, they've listened to Chris Brown, and of course Usher too, but like Chris Brown, we're talking about. They've listened to them, practiced to their music. Chris Brown, as controversial as he is, you have to recognize his impact in music and in R&B. He's obviously influenced a lot of artists, including BTS. So on one hand, it makes sense that they were there.
Yeah.
Like, they wanted to see a show. They obviously love the music.
The question is, can you separate the music from the artist? That's the overarching question that we all
that is the big question.
wonder.
So let's play out the two sides, right?
Yeah.
So like even referring to this person's tweet that really highlighted it. It's like, okay, listen, you're a fan. We
Yes.
get it.
Yeah.
But why did you have to post it across your platforms where millions of people are watching?
Right. Could you have just gone to the show, listened,
Enjoyed the show.
it, and not posted anything or post for any photos?
That is an option, and they didn't choose that option, which makes you wonder. But on the other, let's flip side this,
Yeah.
okay? J-Hope and RM are fans. When you go to a concert, you're
You wanna
vibing.
share.
Why can't you share it? Is it just a genuine love for music? Does attending the concert mean you endorse behaviors
Right.
or moral character? Like, what does it mean to attend a show?
That's true.
Why is there a moral attachment to attending?
Here's also an interesting argument that I keep reading is that does everyone who lives outside the US also know about Chris's alleged
Like history.
history issues?
Interesting.
The reason that he's so controversial. People are arguing that they may not even know, that it's not so widely known.
Okay, interesting angle.
I know.
Okay, we can't, that's fair. The world is very big. There's a lot of pop culture. They're South Korean. There's a chance that they don't tap into American, Western pop culture like that.
Then again, if they are fans of Chris Brown, shouldn't they know?
Let me challenge you there. Just because you're a fan of someone's music,
Doesn't
do you
mean you know
know
that's
their
true.
dating life? Do you
No.
know their history? Like, can you be a fan of someone but not know them their personal life?
I think I'm a fan of people that I don't know, like, things
True.
about their personal life.
When's
so.
Megan Maroney's birthday?
Exactly. I have no idea. Is she a Libra?
I-
I'm not sure.
Yeah, like there is a plausibility.
That's
Was it
true.
plausible deniability that
Yeah.
they didn't know? Flip side. Let's do another devil's.
Flip side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
BTS. Let's be honest. They're not like a random Joe. They have a whole team around them. PR
Yeah, where's their
people,
PR team?
manager. Their team knows that they're going to this concert.
Yep.
Right. It's not like they snuck out.
Yeah, they probably get some things approved, right?
Yeah,
Like
and
posts.
they're also in the VIP section. There's a
They were set up
They
to
were
be
set
there.
up with tickets to be in that space.
Yeah.
So at any point in this team, did anyone say, "Hey, by the way, just so you're aware, Chris, by making an appearance,
Yeah.
you might get some backlash
Yeah.
from it.
This is not the best look.
This is not the best look." So it's like, can we even say genuinely like they didn't know?
Yeah.
Is there a chance that they didn't know?
I'm not sure.
There's a chance. But I don't know if that's a fair enough argument, especially how big BTS are.
That's right.
Right? So that's another complicated issue.
Yeah. A big also touch point is that so many people think their entire fan base is made up of women, which makes this choice so controversial.
BTS's brand, the messaging behind their music, they're very always like preaching love. They're always preaching acceptance, diversity. There's a lot of positive messaging in their music and in their campaigns, right?
Yeah.
RM specifically has been a spokesperson. You know, he's always talked about reading like books about feminism, like a lot of
interesting,
you know, values. So then to go out to a concert to support an artist that has had a record with how they treat women, does that not contradict, and does he need to be accountable to the contradiction?
Yeah.
I think calling things out is fair,
I think so too.
but then being respectful when you call out someone is just a genuine human thing. You don't want to be like hating. You want to be like, hey, you said this, you're going here. How do you feel about it?
Is BTS going to address this?
I was going to say, do they even need to address it? Do they need to address it? Do they have an obligation to address it? If they're just there enjoying the show, do they need to apologize? Do they need to be like, yeah, I still support women, but I also like Chris Brown? Do they need to say that?
Yeah.
Or is it none of our business?
That's true. Also, as I sit here and I talk about this, I could argue that I'm a hypocrite because I probably listen to people who are controversial, maybe not as controversial as Chris Brown, but said or done things that I don't agree with, and then I still listen to their music because I love their music.
True. So can you separate the art from the artist and the morals? That's the big question. And I will say, like, even before this concert, there was a live, like V and Jungkook went on live the night before, and they were also listening to New Flame by Chris Brown and like Usher. So they were also supporting in their own way by listening to the music.
Yeah.
And I don't think the backlash was that bad in that moment because like they're at home, they're at their hotel room listening to music.
So it goes different. It's a different scale going and meeting up with the artist backstage, I think.
So it's like interesting. There's so many gray zones.
Yeah.
What's accepted? What's not? Do you enjoy the music privately and that's okay versus going out in public, supporting it, posting on your platforms? Is that okay?
Yeah.
There is a lot of interesting debate going on here.
I will say them listening to it is more acceptable, in my opinion, than
going to the concert
and taking a photo with them.
True. But you have to remember, like, they're on tour right now, right? BTS are actually scheduled to be performing at the Rogers Stadium next weekend on the 22nd, 23rd. So they actually took time out of their tour schedule to come here early to watch the show. And I believe they're going back to doing some shows in the US. So, like, they took a lot of energy and intent
and effort to come. It's a little side quest to go see Chris Brown and Usher.
Full side quest. Now, was the side quest worth it? Was the loot worth it, guys?
Well,
it's going to be an interesting debate. We'll see if the members respond to it or if they choose not to. Just a little side note to wrap it all up. BTS just released a song called Normal, and it kind of touches on this topic a little bit about how like they live a certain life. Their life is not normal. Everything that like expectations to like a regular person to them is so different that they're always judged. They don't know about us is another song on their new album about how people don't understand or like they assume things about them without knowing the full context. So this is kind of another example in this whole history of like BTS and people judging them for their actions. And you know what? Calling them out, rightfully so.
Yeah.
But the question is whether they feel like they need to say something about it or they're just there to enjoy the music and they're out.
Yeah, or in their opinion, like, I'm here, I'm a fan of this music. Doesn't say anything about me or my character.
You know who I am. The people who I love know who I am. Yeah. This is not a judge on my character.
Yeah.
I just like the song.
I like the song. I like the choreo.
I like the choreo.
I'm sure they do because like it's kind of K-pop coded.
Yeah.
So
yeah. I'm sure they've studied Chris Brown's, dance.
Totally.
Usher's dance. Like Usher is kind of like a victim in this? He's literally catching strays. I don't know, bystander in a sense. Like he's catching strays a little bit. People are like, why are they there supporting Usher and Chris Brown? And people are like, wait, is Usher canceled? Wait, did we miss something? I think Usher's a little bit more unproblematic compared to Chris Brown.
But then again, if Usher's on tour with Chris Brown, then why isn't he catching any slack? Have you seen any slack against him? I guess BTS is like you said, hold to maybe a different standard from their fans. And then it's also, do they practice what they preach, right? If they're preaching love, kindness.
But just because you promote love, does that mean you can't listen to Chris Brown? Is it like a black or white thing? Is it like a this or that thing? Like,
Yeah, it's a great question.
it's very complicated. So
It's very complicated. It's messy.
it's messy for sure. We don't have the answers. So let us know what you think, where you stand on the matter. Can you separate art from morals? Do you think that them attending this concert is quite, a disappointing thing as a fan?
Where's the line
Where's the line?
for you?
Let us know in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in the next one.